Okay, so my name is Michelle Osterhout. I am with MC Writes and Snaps and The Country Note, and I'm here today with Bob Durkin, and I'm going to call you Bob Festival Visionary. Bob Durkin is co-founder of Southern Entertainment, is the driving force behind sellout sensations like CCMF, Carolina Country Music Festival, and Barefoot Country Music Festival, which is near and dear to my heart. Known for picking star lineups with power and delivering unforgettable fan experiences, he's turned backstages, sorry, into bucket list destination for country music lovers, myself included. So thank you so much for being here. I have a whole bunch of questions, not quite the same as when we first met on a tour bus at Barefoot. That was a wonderful
Yeah.
experience. And I
That
got to
was
meet the
fun. We
Davison
hung out with,
brothers.
there you go. That's right. And we
That
talked
was so
about
much
our
fun.
love of the Capital District and and all our country music stuff in New York.
We have so much in common. It's a little scary, but kind of cool. Us two Gen Xers. So
Yeah.
here's my question. Here are my questions. So CCMF is growing, nominated for ACM, sold out 4 years in a row. What's the driving force behind this incredible streak?
I have to say it's the CCMFers, it's Carolina Country Music Fest people on the beaches of Myrtle Beach. I mean, our location is, I think, just, when we saw it, we thought it was phenomenal. But over the last 10 years, we've realized what a special and amazing place it is for people, the memories people have from Myrtle Beach, all up and down the East Coast. And then and the memories it's now started to create for people. The annual events that happen, there's these sisters from Boston that come every year and they count on it. And so we have family reunions. We have the people who love Myrtle Beach who tell me that this is the year all their relatives, this is the weekend that all their relatives come to visit. So the people of Myrtle Beach, the CCMFers, I think are the best part about our festival. But our location, we say it all the time. We have four big headliners, but our fifth headliner is that beach. I mean, there's no better way to spend your day, I think, than wake up, go out on the beach, sit at the pool, having some drinks, listening to great country music on the radio or your iPod, and then to walk down the beach and see, the greatest country music in the world. It's just a great day, and I think people really enjoy it. So, our partnership with Myrtle Beach, they help keep it safe. I
Yeah.
think it's one of the safest places to be in the world for our weekend. And we love our first responders and the police and fire. Most importantly, they make it safe. And then the Grand Strand is just the most beautiful beach in the world. Then you add country music; it's a perfect combination. And and so people have proven that over the last 10 years. The artists say it; they love coming there, and that fan experience is why I think they coming back. And we're humbled and just so appreciative that people love it.
Yeah, I think you kind of hit the nail on the head, that fan experience. So we've done barefoot like every year. And now we're trying to juggle barefoot and CCMF. At sometimes I actually have to go to work
Excellent.
and make some money, but CCMF is calling my name. Um, so
So this will
it
be your
sounds
first year coming to Myrtle. That would be great.
it will be my first year, and I think I have to go because Chassis will kill me if I don't. So we'll
We'd
probably
love
be
to have
there.
you. We'd definitely love to have you.
Yeah, you've hinted that 2026 could top last year's record-breaking event. So what specific elements are setting it up for success? And I know you haven't released headliners, and we're all dying to know. I know you can't tell us, but what is it that
I,
leads up to the success?
so I think, 10 years just really, opened our eyes to what an amazing event it is, how important it is to people, what it
Yeah.
means to people, and, how great it is. It's not really a hard sell. So when you start these events, the artists might be wary of it. But Carolina Country Music Fest, if you saw Jelly Roll's set, Lainey Wilson's set, Jelly Roll said, he came out and said, I can't believe I'm playing Carolina Country Music Fest. He said, this is a bucket list item for me. That basically now Carolina Country Music Fest has become one of those festivals that
Yep.
artists achieve to play. That if you can get there, it's one of those things that you put on your list. So all the biggest country artists, that have ever come up have come through CCMF. That's a great thing to have, but to see that, have the artists say that was really kind of eye opening. And so this year, if we can put top 2025, I think we have in 26. Like I said, I can't tell you who's coming,
There you go.
but I couldn't be more excited. It's probably my favorite lineup of all years,
Oh
and
my gosh.
probably my favorite country artist is coming, and I think two of the new hottest country artists are going to be there, and so people are going to be, I think, very happy and excited. And like I said, not just the music, we're going to have the same fan experience, the same exciting things. You can go get uh, unbelievable food, unbelievable drinks, a
Yeah.
singer-songwriter event, dueling pianos, all sorts of cool things right on the sand, on the beach with the greatest views. And then, when the lights, when the sun goes down, the greatest country music, there is in the world. So on top of the brand new artists that you see all day, find new music,
Yeah.
you know, you see some of these up and coming artists. I mean, when we went through the 10 years, the people that played on the second stage are all headliners now, from Morgan Wallen, Luke
Yeah.
Combs, Bailey Zimmerman, all these people that have played our second stage and people saw with a small crowd are now, the big headliners. So pay attention when you're watching those kids on the second stage because there'll be somebody in a few years.
It's wild to think about folks that we've seen on the second stage. So even at Barefoot, like I'm trying to think who I've seen on the second stage. Ernest is one of them. He's one of my favorites, and
Yep.
he's a
Ernest.
major song. He's a number one hit maker, songwriter before he became big
Yeah.
as a singer, and
Yep.
everybody wants to work with him. And I think you kind of hit the nail on it. Like it's the experiences. I'll tell you, I think CCMF will be the same for us. When my husband sets foot on the beach in Wildwood, he goes, I'm home. And so here's what I'm afraid of. That's going to happen when we go to CCMF, and then we're going to have to juggle two
Every year.
festivals in June.
3 weeks. That's what we do. Join us. It's a great time. But yeah, I think
Yeah,
he's going to love it too.
I
If
know he is.
barefoot, those views of the amusement parks on those piers at nighttime, it's magical. And barefoot has that same type of thing. When this Carolina Country Music Fest has the same type of thing. When sun goes down, that breeze comes off the ocean,
Yeah.
and you're looking out at all the lights and 40,000 people in the in the sky wheel, just the boardwalk. It is really something special and exciting, and we're really proud of it, and just really appreciative that everybody else kind of sees that too and loves it as well.
Yeah. I'm thinking back to our interview on the tour bus, and I'm trying to remember if you told me who your favorite country singer is, because I'm trying to. Oh well, I know it'll be great. I know it'll be great. Without giving too much
Yes.
away, can you share? So I don't want you. I know you can't give too much. Can you share how the two hottest acts were chosen and what they'll bring to the stage?
So
I'm
I
trying to be
think,
sneaky, Bob.
I know, but they're chosen because I think, they certain musical acts careers, hit a certain level where they'll even be considered as a headliner for us. And so the last few years, there's been people that have kind of shot to fame, right? And it just goes from 0 to 60. And these are, a couple guys. One of them has just, I think, been putting the hard work in, and he's definitely at headliner status and one of the hottest names in country music right now. So his management reached out to us, and we kind of talked about it and had to make sure we get a few other headliners in line. And so their management reached out to us. That's how that happened. And then a couple of
Wow.
the other acts I'd been one of the acts I've been trying to get for a few years. We finally did, and I think it's going to just really crush it at CCMF and Myrtle Beach on the stage there. The full moon and the ocean in the background. It's going to be something else.
Oh, you're setting us up. This is I can't. So
Get
yours
your
the
tickets
C.
now.
Yes, I know. I know. Well, today, right? Today opened early bird for those who signed up,
Yep,
and then general,
that's right.
then for everybody goes on sale tomorrow. So,
That's right.
this is
Yeah.
how you know.
Early access is for people who bought a ticket before. We always want to reward people. And the people who buy now before the headliners, those are our real people. They take a chance on us. I see the
Yep.
comments. People tell me all the time, I trust you guys no matter what. I know it's going to be for amazing country artists along with another 35 country artists. So maybe they would want this artist, a different artist here, there. But in general, everyone says it's always a
Yes.
home run. I got to block my weekend off and all the other reasons they come for. So it's really humbling to watch how many people, are just invested in coming no matter what. And that's great to see.
It's awesome. I mean, I know that we've been going every year and we see people every year. There are people that'll come up to us when we go to a festival of yours and they're like, "Oh my gosh, we remember you guys from last year." It's just
Yeah.
it's what we do. And yes, we buy tickets sight unseen. We don't know what's going to happen, but
Uh,
we just know it's going to be a blast.
And, and that is great, and we really are excited that we can do that for people and that people really buy into it. Because some people who find our festival never had it said, "Why are you buying tickets that you don't even know?" And then the CCMFers answer them online. They say, "Because you don't know, this is going to be amazing." That we do it every year. We've never regretted it, and they tell people, "Don't worry, it's the thing to do." So it's great to see,
That's
and
awesome.
we're excited about our 11th year, and we've had four
11
sellouts in a
years.
row, and we'll definitely have another. I mean, I could I would definitely expect this year to sell out as well. So I'd say get your tickets.
Yeah, that's definitely. We talked about last time we talked about those left turns. Are there left turns at CCMF?
Yes, I think the greatest thing about country is, especially the last few years, right? It's kind of expanded the genre a little bit. So that Southern rock that comes into play and it kind of crosses both lines. So we will definitely have some of the heritage acts, which people are loving now. They're coming back. 90s country. We have some amazing 90s country coming. And
That's
then
great.
we had the Beach Boys last year. People love that. So you can expect more of that this year. Like if Boys to Men and Barefoot, they're still talking about it. I still get texts.
They are.
They're out there with the Super Bowl trophies from Philadelphia, and the place went crazy when they were singing, Boys to Men, the Philadelphia song, on Bend in the End of the Road, like all those hits that mean so much to people like us, Gen X,
Yep.
the late generation after that. So people I think really appreciated that. So there's a couple acts that people don't know that they needed. I think that's when Brett Michaels
Yes.
played. It was like it was the set that they didn't realize they needed.
Yeah. Oh, he kicked off. Hopefully we'll come back on. This is the wonderful thing about Zoom is sometimes we get kicked off and technology does not always agree with us. But I expect Bob will come back on in just a moment because I have a few more questions for him. And if you haven't gotten your tickets, if you're early bird, you can get them now, and then they go on sale to the general public tomorrow.
Tomorrow. So you have today's early access and tomorrow's general public.
That's awesome. So here's one thing that I know you're really good at, Bob, because everybody that I've talked to who knows you behind the scenes, even some of the artists that I interviewed last year, is your approach to relationships. Like it's pretty clear that everybody in the festival, from the first responders to the artists to the security, like people know you, you're personable, you really develop relationships. And I guess I'm answering my own question for you was, but how, well, no, how do you approach building relationships? Because I know that for you to get the headliners that you do and to get the support that you do, you've had to build that. Like that's relationship building. And how do you do that?
Well, I mean, for what we do is not really your everyday average business. And so it's kind of out of the ordinary. Entertainment and music is fun for people, but bringing crowds like that together is a serious undertaking. And number one is safety. We've been doing it our whole lives and we started our whole, working life. Small festivals, small concerts, 500, 1,000. So we realized the most important thing is safety. So building that relationship with the police. And this first we started, people were skeptical, like how they're going to pull this off, where's it going to happen. But then we also lean into the experts. If you're going to worry about safety, Homeland Security and those guys, we just let them take the lead and we let them know we're here for your support. And they really appreciate that. And that's why I think we are the safest place, in probably the state for those 4 days because they're so great. And I think our relationship with our staff, they've proven that they know we're serious and we'll support them. Then it goes to our staff and employees. They're going to, have a good weekend, make good money, get treated right, meet expectations, open the gates on time, have the cold beer ready for them, all those little things that people come to expect. But when it doesn't happen, it really is terrible. And we've seen other festivals and other large gatherings mess things up like that, where the gates don't open on time. You can't get a beer, the sound goes out. And we just want it to be seamless, no big lines because we come from the restaurant and bar business. So I think developing those relationships is transparency in the beginning, communication in the beginning. And, we do the fan experience. We walk through the front doors, want to make sure if I'm doing it and saying hi to everybody, that my staff is doing the same thing. And at the
Mm-hmm.
end of the day, we're throwing a party. We want people to have fun, but that safety is first. And that fan experience, they may not even realize how great and easy it was. Easy to get to the front gates,
Yes.
easy to get. food, easy to get a drink, easy to get your merchandise, easy to visit some of these activations, great views, great screens, great music. And I think they go through the weekend without any major hiccups. They may not have realized how hard that was to put on, but if one thing does go wrong, people do realize it and we hear about it. So
Yeah.
every year we try to get better and just make sure that the weekend is smooth for people. And they can, they spent their hard-earned money on us. They're taking their time away from their jobs. This is their time. This is the time for a good time. This is the time to spend with friends, family. Like the most important time in people's lives is this time, the time that they're relaxing, they're, enjoying their hard work. And so they entrust us with it and we have to make sure we deliver. And so those relationships with the artists, with production, with the police, all help make that experience happen.
Yeah, I will say this. So having been in general admission and VIP, doesn't matter where you are, you're having a great experience. Because of all the different activities and the fan experiences. So I want to say that out loud because I think people need to hear that. It doesn't matter where your tickets are, you're gonna have a great time.
I appreciate that. Yeah, it'll be a different time, but a great time, no doubt. And I've been at all
Yeah.
of our spots. I watched headliners from the back of GA and want to make sure that each, like you said, each area you're in is that experience, and you get what you paid for, and that you worth it, and they keep coming back. And so we're doing something right. They keep coming back and selling out, and so we're going to keep delivering for people and trying to get better, and that's all we can do.
I love it. So one last thing before we go. I know you're a busy guy and I still appreciate it. I'm going to be there in Carolina. I'm going to find you and we're going to follow up because we're going to talk about how you said this was going to be the
Excellent.
biggest one yet. And
That's
and
right.
we'll be affirming that at that meeting. And I'll probably hopefully be there covering media for the country note anyway. But
There you go. We'll get back on
remind
the tour bus and do it again.
let's do it. Okay, it's on video, so you said it. So I'll see you on the tour
I'm
bus.
in.
And if the Davison brothers will be there, I know who is it? Donnie will make us a drink.
He will. And they're at every one. They've never missed one, and they'll be at every festival.
They're the
They're
best, and
the only band that's been to every one, and they deserve it.
they sure do. They're one of our favorites for sure. So remind us again. Tell the fans and the people out there listening, when is Carolina Country Music Fest?
It is June 2026. It is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and the dates are 11, 12, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
4, 5,
June
6, and
4,
7, because
5,
there's a
6,
week in
and
between
7.
before Barefoot.
Yes, and then Barefoot's June 18, 19, 20, 21. And early access, if you bought tickets before, was today at 10 o'clock. So get your code and go buy tickets now. If not, you can
Yep.
buy tickets tomorrow.
Yep, they can. I know they can sign up and get a code because I did, so they can get their tickets or sign up tomorrow. When will we hear about the first headliner?
It's coming soon in the next, I'd say in the next few weeks, but you can expect probably, like we always do, about one at a time. But it's going to be exciting. We keep people waiting, but that's kind of part of the whole CCMF thing.
It
The
is.
festival's only 4 days, but we talk about it, we interact in social media all year long, fun
Yep.
hints, and just try to keep the community connected during the year. And we love to do that.
Yeah, I always look forward to logging in and seeing whatever is posted on Instagram about all the festivals. So thank you so much, Bob. I can't wait to see
Thank
you in
you.
June.
Can't wait to see you as well. I really appreciate it.
Same here. And you have a great day. Do you have more interviews today?
You too. I do. I just did one before and I got two more this afternoon. And, just let people know we're here and ready to do it again in 2026.
That sounds good. So hopefully we'll see you soon. And I will post this to all my
Definitely.
socials and get everybody all excited about it. Um, and I
Excellent.
look forward to seeing you next
Thank you.
time. Take care, Bob.
Definitely. Bye.
Bye bye.